If I'm not a lazy piece of shit, hopefully this fucking video goes up in November because, well, I'm actually recording this in October and then just waiting for November to drop it just so I can fucking put out this video. So, yeah, this is literally just me in October talking about something that's happening from a fucking month by now. So, yeah, just do whatever the fuck you want with that information. Now, it's kind of dwindled down in, the past fucking, few years. I think, maybe 2 years. But No Nut November, it was basically a thing that started out as a joke, playing on the trend of No Shave November, which, it was right there. No Shave September, No Shave November. No Shave September makes way more sense, but whatever the fuck, that's just my opinion. But anyway, it started out as a joke, playing on the trend of No Shave November, which I still think should have been September, but whatever, I'm not gonna fucking go on about that for longer. But basically, it was taken by the NoFap community, which I'll get into later, and trust me, you do not want to deal with those guys. Worst mistake of my life, cue Peter Griffin running PNG. But anyway, it just started out as a joke, and then it was adopted by the NoFap community and turned into a genuine challenge. And, well, it's not really that fucking great. And that's my first issue. It's that No Nut November was started by the NoFap community. If you never heard of them, which, you probably haven't, and I didn't either until later on in my fucking life, but anyway, the NoFap community is literally just a bunch of dudes who believe in the power of semen retention, which is a real thing, and the benefits that come from semen retention. They also believe in breaking the bad habits that arise from porn addiction, which has become more and more common, especially in the past few years. But back to the point, NoFap is literally just a bunch of fucking militant dudes, and of course they'll be on fucking Reddit or something, which hey, it's better than NoFap Twitter, which God knows if that's an actual thing, and I'm not looking that up to suffer for your entertainment. You could look that up on your fucking own. But anyway, basically you'll see these people admitting to failures. They'll literally just post something on the fucking NoFap subreddit, some shit like this.
You know what? I failed, man. I fucking failed, man. I tried to resist the urge, but I couldn't. I had to spray it to some fucking Orihime breeding hentai in some fucking Kiriko feet pics. I even did it to Rouge the fucking Batman.
It's commendable to admit to your failures and to try again, and it's slightly, if not majorly, less commendable if you admit to jerking off to any of those things that fucking guy said in the video, but fuck it, it's, a good thing to admit your failures. But then you have some pages of, these militant-ass NoFap dudes fucking just talking about some shit like this after they see the post of the person failing.
Yippee fucking ye, we got ourselves a disgraceful fucking coomer. Get the fuck out of our Reddit and get the fuck out of our site. You fucking disgrace of life. You fucking abomination to society. You are a literal disgrace and a fucking atrocity of life. Get the fuck out of here for that shit. Stop breathing the same fucking air as me. I don't want to breathe the same air as a coomer like you.
Now, I'm not saying that it's a horrible and wrong thing to participate in NoFap, but don't be a whole militant asshole about it, and don't base your entire personality trait off the fact that you don't beat your meat. These dudes have literally developed some, Dragon Ball Z level tactics, or, some Naruto jutsus to fucking, prevent themselves from jacking off. There are even special NoFap discords to where, they actually have, fucking VCs to where, you have to go in them if, you're afraid you're gonna relapse or some shit. These people have developed some, fucking Baki level techniques to where, they just try and not jack off with that shit. It's just funny how meticulous the NoFap community is. It's honestly quite fucking hilarious that they've done that. And, the thing is, people who started No Nut November as, a meme or a joke because, meme culture is just a toxic shithole, those same people have literally become so fucking militant at that goddamn point. They become militant in a sense. You know what I mean? Another weird thing about No Nut November is that it's actually pretty contradictory because these dudes are trying to raise awareness about, men's prostate cancer when, unironically, one of the things that causes prostate cancer for men is not nutting frequently enough. And that to me is just fucking funny. Now, to be fair, 1 month of holding in your nut is not going to give you prostate cancer. It will put you at a little bit of a risk, but you're not going to get prostate cancer from holding in your nut for 1 month. So that is a thing that I will, be fair on. It's like if I wanted to raise awareness about how bad, homelessness is, and then I just put somebody on the fucking streets because they pissed me off. I just thought it'd be funny to mention that because, well, it's kind of just missing the point in not really the same sense, but kind of the same sense, like a Coomer spanking his monkey 52 times a goddamn day. Especially when you have things like, DDD, which I don't need to explain that. You could look that up on your own.
Holy God, what are you showing me? Hey, come on!
Now, this is just kind of fucking hilarious, and I honestly just kind of find it just a bit fucking weird, because, when you're joining No Nut November to kick your porn addiction, which that's something that some people have done, and I will give them credit on that, but then, you go a whole month without jerking off to porn, or just consuming porn, and then you go a month where you consume it and just beat your meat every single fucking day of the goddamn week. It's entirely counterproductive when you really think about it, especially when you participate in No Nut November to kick your porn addiction. A lot of people's actual main reason for joining things like NoFap and No Nut November is just mainly because of the fact that they wanted to try to kick their porn addiction, which porn addiction has become a thing that has become more and more common, especially these days. Back in the old days, you actually just had to fucking look under your dad's bed and just see a fucking shoebox, and then boom, you just see a whole bunch of Playboy. But these days, you could find some of the most degenerate and vile shit on the internet alone. Whether that be Twitter, Instagram, fucking Facebook, because some of y'all do take it that far, or the Hub. That's the reason why you have things like Coomers, and you have some things like fucking OnlyFans, and then you have those animation channels that are just desperate fucking losers that upload NSFW shit on YouTube, because why the fuck not? It's because some dudes only get a dopamine rush from, consuming NSFW. But the thing is, unlike, a drug addiction, it's not increasing the amount you consume, where most dopamine rushes, you need more and more to fucking go on with that dopamine rush and get the same dopamine rush over and over and over again. Instead, a porn addiction literally just makes you increase the depravity of what you fucking consume. You get tired of watching one genre for the sake of it, then you move on to another, and then another, and then it's more and more and more and more and more depraved shit that you're not even into. You're just watching it or, fucking looking at it just for the goddamn sake of it. Just for the goddamn sake to get it all out of your system. Word of advice, what you see in, those videos you see on the Hub, never do to an actual fucking woman in real life. And I shouldn't have to say that, but I fucking do, because some people will take it that far. Now, No Nut November could be a little bit weird because both sides of the spectrum can have benefits to them. Both sides literally could have benefits and, pros and cons and all that type of shit. Squeezing one out every now and then is healthy for your prostate. Unless you're a complete Coomer, then, your prostate probably looks like nuclear fallout. And then you have keeping it all in, which gives you the benefits of semen retention, which, you're getting energy from having semen in your body. That's actually kinda gay. Then you have those NoFap guys that actually try and learn other activities to just stave off the urge to jack off. And it gets to the point to where it's at what point does this go from, actively improving my health to just staving off the desire to spread my fucking seed? At that point, you might as well just get one fucking out of the goddamn system. Just get it out of the hole, and then boom, move on with your goddamn day in life. But fuck, at the end of the day, it's literally your choice if you want to participate in NoFap or No Nut November. That's literally your fucking choice. I can't stop you from it. I literally can't fucking do shit about it. But hey, I just thought I'd fucking talk about it because why the hell not?
None of you seem to understand. I'm not locked in here with you.
That's it! You're locked in here with me!